Yo, what's up, everyone? So we got to see the new DMZ mode today. Really pumped about it, actually. Someone who's put in 8,000 hours in Tarkov. This is, I think, going to be really exciting. I think it's actually going to be really, really, really cool. They unveiled it not in a traditional sense. They brought a bunch of content creators into Los Angeles. They got them in a room, such as Shroud, Dr. Lupo. Lupo's who we watched. Thank you, Lupo. And hope you're okay. Us showing you your footage a little bit here, but he was on the team with Landmark, and Myth. What a killer trio. I know Courage was there. A bunch of creators were there. Got them all in the room. Let them play it out. It looks really cool. It's obviously not Tarkov for a lot of different reasons, but it's a good thing. Anyone that is expecting Tarkov, I think you were already off base. But you have COD style play. You have really cool mechanics and things that happen with contracts within game. The one thing I will say is that with how it's laid out, how it's set up, it's really cool. One of the biggest problems with Tarkov is people don't play out the raid. There's no reason to. You get in, you get what you need, what you want to do, whatever it is, and there's no real action. Like, it can be action packed the first 5 minutes, and then over time, I feel like it drops off. Whereas I feel like DMZ is going to be the opposite, where action is just going to keep rolling. And it's actually going to be really exciting to see how this all pans out in terms of the action and the gameplay with it. So I'm really excited about it. It's definitely different, but it looks really cool. And I think the biggest thing about this is it's going to bring a lot of people from the Warzone community who I think are a little burnt out. They've wanted something fresh. They wanted something new. They're going to bring them to a whole new genre, raid-based PvPvE, that most of them, especially those console players, all right, my Xbox and my PlayStation peeps, you guys have never played anything like this. And this has the heart and soul of raid-based PvPvE. Other really cool thing, it does have looting. It does have selling mechanics. It does have ways to buy, purchase. It has the full utility suite of COD. It has a lot of AI, a lot of good action, and I'm just really excited to where this takes off. So I'm really pumped. We'll be doing a 24-hour stream to check everything out, get really hands-on, nitty-gritty into it, but it looks cool. It actually looks really cool. Like I said, you can fully customize your gun just like you can in COD. So underbarrels, barrels, all that kind of stuff. So you can kind of build that out. You start with a small backpack. You can find and loot bigger backpacks. You can find and loot guns. The other really cool thing about this is you don't have to put in so many hours like you would a Tarkov, right? Tarkov wipe, you really have to grind out that beginning. You don't have to do that with this because it's so easy to get guns, upgraded guns, custom guns, etc. by going to POIs. And there's so many POIs all across the map. And then doing contracts, you will get items. Going to those POIs could set off alarms, make noises. Those contracts could set off triggers, such as helicopters being dropped in. There is a supply drop mechanism. There's lots of tools and events that happen in the DMZ that are going to create PvP. So on top of AI, on top of extremely like boss level AI at POIs for doing contracts or doing different things, you're then going to have those POI actions are going to create noise. They're going to create things that are then going to draw in PvP also, which is very unique. And again, because of this function where you can sell inside the raid, you could go grab duct tape, or you could go find some sort of folder or a special tea or whatever. You could go to a buy station just like in Warzone, but instead of just buying, you can sell there. So because of that mechanism, you're going to see people go for $1 million raid, or I don't know what's really feasible, but you're going to see really cool things like this. And the content, I think, is going to feel really fresh. And again, there's a whole suite of people who have never touched PvPvE. And when they do, I think they're going to be very excited of how unique this is, on top of how action-packed that a raid is from A to Z. There's zero lull time. It was nonstop action. Obviously, the more you play, the more contracts things happen. But it looked really fun. And like I said, we're going to do a 24-hour stream. We'll dig more into it. But in short, I think it's going to be really exciting. See everyone. All right, so we are reacting here. DMZ. Sorry, I'm a little late. I'm doing some things, but we've got Lupo up. I'll start to scroll through a couple different people. We'll see who else is on right now. I know Shroud is in the mix. Yeah, I know we got Shroud. We've got Landmark. Landmark, Lupo, and Myth are all on one team.
Same. I'm gonna do that actually right now.
Hey, Myth, can you grab
Is Aqua
like
actually there?
And something delicious?
No, he's reacting.
Just
okay.
something delicious. Just you surprised me. He's gonna bring me back like a cheese.
All right, Landmark. We got Landmark.
I think that was Destroy yelling in the background.
Who else we have?
Like
What,
right
Courage?
here, and I will know if
Oh yeah, Courage's on YouTube. Who else is there? We've got Shroud up.
Like an hour left of DMZ content, right? Isn't it an hour?
Who else is that?
Yeah.
Who else is there?
And then we do 2 hours of Warzone, and then supposedly there's something after that. Hey, thanks, Daddy.
They didn't invite
Chat,
you,
you
right?
guys want to watch me eat a
Team's
banana?
not there. Okay. We got that. We can get Courage up. I don't know what all the teams.
Chat.
Get us MW2. You guys want double XP chat?
Yeah, you think Doc?
Oh,
you think Doc is still watching? Doc, I dare you. All right.
I'm trying to think who else is there. All right, we got Courage up. I don't know who Shroud is teamed up with.
I got a lot of it in there at once, y'all.
What up? Whoa.
Huh? Hey, what?
So one reason why they're not in it, there's I think basically only one lobby, so they all pretty much have to wait for each other to queue on up.
God, you gotta stop.
Yeah, no, my mom is at home right now.
Where does Myth
I'm
stream?
very happy to be playing Call of Duty.
Bro, hit that mute button if you're gonna chew into that mic. I will literally walk over there and fight you.
Wait, is Myth on YouTube too? Myth is on YouTube. Yo, how come Myth?
Okay.
Did Myth bring his own camera? Myth's all looking, looking all good, and then like you look at.
The mode works. A lot of it seems like
Lupo's not bad.
white markers on the map.
I guess Shroud's alright too. Okay, alright, never mind. I initially when I was looking at Lupo, I was like,
Gain contracts to go pick up and go do a thing or whatever they mark for, right? You can find keys that have use counts that on some of the keys it shows location, some it doesn't, depending on what kind of key it is.
And the strongholds are beefy.
so what Lupo just said is there are keys. So there is a key mechanism. So here's what we know so far. So I've been watching a little bit, but here's what we know so far.
I like it so far.
There are keys. You get dropped in. There is an insurance mechanism of some kind. You get money for in-game. You can also sell items in-game. So you can loot in-game, sell in-game. So they use the same buy mechanisms that that Warzone uses. So you still have your same buy stations, all of that. You can buy loadouts there. You can buy, I think, even some things like UAVs or airstrikes and things from those buy stations. You can sell at those stations also. So you can go there, boom, sell your items that you found in raid. So what's cool is it's an in-raid mechanism. That's exciting. One of the biggest problems here with Tarkov is that there's no reason to stick around, right? There's no reason to stick around. But if you wanted to go, and again, from a content creator perspective, or at home watching a cool challenge or something, you could say, I want to make $1 million in one raid. And I'm sure that's like way too high, but $100,000 in one raid or whatever, or maybe your whole trio goes for $1 million or something. The more you do, you can sell in raid. Now you start off with a small backpack. There are obviously, by the wording, small backpack. you can find larger backpacks. So that's what's pretty cool, is there is a mechanism to upgrade while in raid. So everything you do, upgrade in raid. The AI looks pretty easy until you get a contract and into a building. Locked rooms, contract buildings. When they trigger an event, that AI seems very strong. So walking around, the AI seems a bit weak. But the other thing is, you're pretty much not sure initially if it's a player or not. So until you down one and you realize then they're not fully downed. The upside too is there's a big revive mechanism, which most of raid-based, I would say raid-based PvPvE games do not have. They're bringing a lot of that from Warzone, from COD, mechanisms that we're very familiar with. But this looks really exciting. I will say surface level, I'm actually very pumped about it. We'll be doing a 24-hour stream, get into it when it's released, but I'm actually pumped. All right, let's get into it right here. Lupo's dropping in. And again, they have to queue up with lobbies because they're just one lobby. So everybody's in the same lobby. You've got Courage, Shroud. I don't know who Shroud is teamed up with. I don't know who Courage is teamed up with. I don't know everybody there. But what I do know is Lupo, Landmark, and Myth are all in the same. Hey, Boo. What's up? How's the camera look? We're using the new 4K camera, actually. So, quality's much... I love the quality. It's so much better. So they're starting off on the island here, which is kind of nice. Oh, they're starting off with a stronghold key, which they need for a quest.
Yeah, there's a stronghold right there. We go that way after we loot up here.
So AI surface level is very easy.
What the fuck? That's really bright.
Oh my god.
Which I think is fine. I think that's fine. Honestly, I actually like so far everything I've seen. I think running through it is fine. And I think what's gonna become really cool is when they get to that stronghold, you'll see the difference in AI, the AI change, which is, I think, perfectly fine.
Yeah, I just got $5,000.
Ooh, jackets. Jackets. So jackets are lootable too. That's really cool. Jackets are lootable. Jackets are lootable.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You good?
We're good.
Checking for GPUs.
Where the fuck's my browser going?
It automatically loots similar items. If you're
Hold on, sorry guys.
Stuff in there, it will pick that shit up for you automatically, which is kind of nice.
Oh, window capture.
Thumb drive. So like I got like 3 tapes. Sick. But it stacks up, which is nice. Plus, I have an opportunity to check for every jacket for keys now, which is dope. All right,
There. Okay.
we're
good.
Northwest.
But let me just blow up my face.
Follow Daddy. There's guys over here on the left shooting. That could be players. Do you want to push that?
Yeah.
Cool.
About that.
All right, we're good.
Oh,
I don't think the AI shoot at each other, right?
Something.
Yeah,
Pushing
look.
this boat.
Yeah, it's a boat.
They're hopping
Wait, hopping on the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, those are definitely the players. Knocked one. Oh, they left their boy.
Oh,
Next to me.
they're getting pinched. They're getting pinched hard.
Yeah, I got it.
Looking.
Yep.
He's just a little dude pushing towards
Thank
the
you,
top.
thank you.
That's him. We have to have gotten a knock in there, right? Yep.
I knocked one for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I got behind you still.
See, the AI on the surface looks very easy, but I feel like with any game like this, the AI can be very overwhelming very fast. Which I think is fine. I don't think they need to be super cracked like scavs are in Tarkov. I feel like this is...
Where'd their
Perfect.
homeboy go?
I don't know. I don't see him.
Peculiar. Is he swimming? Nah, he must have stayed on the boat.
Hit this buy station right there.
Yeah, that's it. We got stuff to sell.
Damn.
Yeah. Are you getting the messed up like sun texture thing?
Yes.
you getting the mess up sound texture thing.
Where's this buy station?
Alright, what can I buy?
Oh, right there. See what's cool? Boom. See, look how we can just... He goes and sells. He could run back right there. Go grab those other cables that he left. Go back, sell them, and just keep doing it. So it is really a unique mechanism. I like it. I like this because it keeps everybody in raid engaged.
Oh, there's anything good in here too.
Right?
I like that a lot of the insides of these buildings all seem.
There's a reason to stay here,
to run through.
right? And that's
we gotta go out
Tarkov's biggest problem. There's no reason to stay in raid, right? There's none.
There's a recon drone in here if anybody wants.
Ooh, it's cool. See a recon drone. It's just,
There we go.
I do like. I think they've done a lot of things very well.
Let's go this way. We can go to the actual stronghold.
And I think what's cool is this is AI needs to be OP. I mean, that's Pest basically said something, but like you just saw, like Lupo got downed. Like you have 3 of the best, some of the best first-person shooter gamers there, and they're getting downed, right? Like you have Landmark, Myth, and Lupo, and especially in this style of game, like this is literally the top 1% playing right now.
See how difficult this is.
And they're getting downed by AI and in Crossfire with players and stuff.
Something that was not like.
See armor plates.
Short on armor. Oh, hey, 2-plate armor vest.
See,
Yeah, I got so many.
I literally just found one in a box. Yeah,
see now you can upgrade. See, it's just this is cool. I just like this mechanism. I like it, and see what else I like so far is
Holy shit.
you'll be able to drop into
He
this,
died as-
right?
fucking
It's
popped out.
it's not contingent about wipe. So when Tarkov wipe happens, we can go grind Tarkov like crazy, and then just come back to this, right? At any point, or if a friend wants to play, or if something's going on, a tournament, or something is happening with this, we can just drop in. So I actually like this.
I'm gonna hit the UAV tower.
It doesn't.
Right here too,
It's
so we can
not
see everything
hard
in
to
here.
get geared up because of all the mechanisms and stuff. So check this out.
There we go.
UAV tower located. So if they get to that UAV tower, they can turn it on and have a UAV. It is really unique how they're using. Oh, flash.
Flash.
I can't fucking see. Alright. Keep going.
There's AI everywhere, bro.
Yeah, keep going this way.
Holy
Keep going
shit.
this way.
Look at that. Oh, so they actually use the AI. So they use the UAV. Look at how much. Look at. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, here, let me move the HelloFresh thing. So you can see the UAV popping off. Look at how many there are. They've killed a lot, but there was a lot of AI. There's just AI everywhere. It's nuts.
There's a lot of them. Let's move into this alley.
Yeah, we're in
I
here to go.
can't see the direction of the sun.
Okay.
So that's cool of how to use the UAV. If you just go and use the tower.
AR ammo type gun.
Alcatala. Ooh.
Shotgun. Okay. Going up top. Strongholds up here, boys. There's dudes right outside of it.
Ooh. It's just, this is, I love the intensity with this. Honestly, I love, see,
Get a shot on the back too.
see, there's 2 ways to do AI. There's 2 ways to do AI, right? They don't have to be insane if
It's stronghold time, gentlemen.
there's this many of them.
Let's go.
Landmark got a bigger backpack.
Yeah.
All right, going in. $100.
Nice. Closing door.
Okay.
Let's look this
Ooh.
bad boy.
Let's see that. Let's see how this shotgun looks beast.
Claymore at the door, just in case. There's nades getting tossed
Yeah,
at us right now.
This is cool.
A helicopter in the street.
I'm gonna throw munitions box down. Everybody needs ammo.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Hell yeah.
White Lotus
White Lotus.
intel folder.
This kind of reminds me of like Spec Ops missions combined.
Yeah, a
There's a
little bit.
P90 in that box.
Oh, look at that. A helicopter getting dropped in. Disable the
grenade.
vehicle. That's cool.
That thing should be fucking toast.
Yeah. There's no more people.
Oh, see, look, a riot shield guy right there. Ah, see, this is cool. Large backpack.
Because I have like spare ammo in my
I just
bag,
found a
but
large
just have way
backpack
more.
that has 4 extra spots on it. Hey, my claymore just went off down below. My claymore just went off down below.
Okay.
I'm going back down.
Oh my god, I got sniped.
Are you good?
Yeah. I don't know if that was by a player or an AI though, because that was heavy. That hurt.
Holy shit!
It was like 255.
So the big boy backpack has an extra weapon slot on it too.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Which is
I
really
didn't even
That's
notice that.
cool.
Can I
Bag?
stow it? Yes, I can. There we go.
That's cool. That's cool. So 3
that's
weapons.
actually
That's
sick.
cool.
Hell yeah.
I found a
This is cool.
watch. Okay, I'm starting to feel the Tarkov vibe.
Ooh, wow.
Where do we have to go next?
What's up, Camo? I like the in-game triggers. I do like the in-game triggers. I think the in-game triggers are phenomenal.
Let's go this way.
Are we able to buy play carriers from the shop?
That is a good question.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Alright, moving.
Left of the street, yep. Alright. I'm at the door, popping it.
Coming.
There's a movement inside, upstairs.
Well, I'm out of AR ammo again. Hear that?
Nice.
It's a little scabby boy.
Did you hit it? Because I just hit it too.
There we go. There's the next marker. You see it? So we gotta go to the
Wolf
green
is
marker.
back playing the most loved game of all time. No, we're reacting, but I will be. I'm gonna play DMZ. We're gonna do a 24-hour stream on release day, which is like next week or whatever. We will be playing 24-hour stream for this for sure. We're going deep on it.
So you carry everything for your gun in your
There's a munitions box here too.
in your inventory, right? So like your gun has a certain amount of ammo that it can carry, but you could also carry additional rounds in your backpack, and it'll backfill as you reload if you want to reserve a backpack spot for it.
Myth in here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you pick that up and use
There's
it.
a what?
There's a munitions
Oh,
box.
sweet. Oops, that was me.
See, I like the hell. Like, I just like the in-game stuff that happens.
So just
It's-
in this area.
It's very
It's probably
it's
upstairs.
unique, and again, it's gonna create opportunity and space to kill players,
Shitter,
right? All that kind of stuff.
$100 in the jacket.
It's going to open up opportunities.
I'm running around the outside.
I found a gold bar.
I don't think there's enough stairs in
Nice.
this building, dude. Oh no, right here. I'm literally fucking standing at it. No, I'm going up top.
Yeah, we're upstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Taking the ladder to the roof. Maybe it's up here. Nope. It could be in the stronghold building, actually.
That's cool. I just
More AI coming through.
the movement and the play with COD mixed with
Where are you
this.
keeping your secrets?
Okay, so my all right, new question for you guys. For those of you that are watching,
Laptop, right?
do we think this will be more popular in Warzone?
Okay.
Chad, am I stupid? Have I ran past it? Don't answer that.
Drop that munitions box.
Hey, found it. It was on the floor. It's literally fucking right here, dude. Yeah.
So that's cool. So that's a
Alright, so we got
contract that they just did.
We have to upload the hard.
Extract the White Lotus. So they have the White Lotus intel that was on the ground. Is this the Tarkov mode? This is the Tarkov mode. This is the
Hey,
Tarkov
jump in,
mode.
boys. Armored truck time.
So they've got quest objectives. Upload the hard. Oh, they have to go upload it. So they got the hard drive data. Now they got to go to probably a terminal to upload it.
Tony, what the? What are you doing?
You trying to nade us?
He's trying to blow us up. No, oh my God, it's so colorful over there.
This is cool.
Oh, hit the right button. Hold on. Don't it? Yeah, if you hit space bar, it gets you out. This thing drops
Landmark
like
just
a
up,
rope.
just up,
Listen to
chilling, dude.
Bertha,
This is the scariest thing on earth. If you were playing a first-person shooter and you see that name, Landmark, on a roof of a vehicle, ready to just light you up.
Hey, jump out here.
Oh hell no! Oh hell!
Popping out. Oh, it's a nade.
I love this. I
Let's
I
freaking
love
that
how
bad
this is
boy
looking.
Yeah, we gotta go up the. Oh, we gotta go up the tower.
Oh,
Oh shit!
getting the sun on this.
So again, these contracts, these things
Yeah. Pretty sure, yeah.
create
Yo, I'm
the
chilling at the bottom of
space.
the shot
It's
next to the
creating
steps
that
of the
space
truck,
and
right?
that
Y'all do your thing.
opportunity to get those player kills, to get that player,
Keep climbing.
right?
Climbing?
Get out up there, Tony.
Especially as more people understand what these contracts are, that would be very risky, right? So when Exfil Camper and the boys start to get into a game like this, that is the stuff that is going to be high risk, high reward.
Lupo, you got the broken sun too?
I had rainbow lights earlier, but the sun is very, dude, the sun's very bright.
My sun is like,
Oh my god. It is a bright light.
It's like
But I do really, I really
Oh
enjoy
my God, yeah, I
the,
just saw it on your screen. It
I
looks
really
wacky.
like the in-game mechanisms.
Did you-
The helicopters that come in, the
Did you
trucks that come
upload it?
in.
Do we have to
The
upload it?
AI is
I
just,
think we all have to do it.
I
'cause
thought I did.
I still have that
Oh,
thing on my
jeez.
screen.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up and look at it. I'll tell you.
Did I not do it?
Tony doesn't even know how to upload data
I
check. Can you
thought
believe
I.
Let me know.
No, I hit it.
Lupo.
Amateur hour, honestly.
Here, let me
Amateur
move my,
Do you still have the mission on your
you guys are
screen?
missing out on
I still
Lupo.
have it. I hit
Okay.
that one and
I'm gonna lose my, move my ugly face.
I'm coming up.
hour. Oh yeah, upload progress. It's just still running, dude.
Oh,
It's,
not.
it's
Okay.
just a, yeah, it's just a time thing. Hey, there's a guy.
Cat's calling me out. They're like, you didn't do it.
Idiot. Juggernaut nearby? Oh,
Near
Is
the
that in the
observatory.
helicopter?
No, in the observatory.
Oh, yeah, he's on the map. Look, the death icon, the skull icon on the map.
you wanna go say
So
hi?
there's a juggernaut in play.
We gotta go to the juggernaut,
Dance off,
man.
bro.
Alright.
Me and you.
What's up, Half?
That'd be sick.
Mr.
You
Half
wanna take the-
PS?
you take the truck?
How's it going, Hal?
That way we got a
I thought you were playing DMZ, but DMZ mode's not out yet. DMZ mode's not out yet. Welcome in, everybody. We're being a React Andy right now, watching all of this right now happening.
Man, did you just float? Are you floating down right now?
Guys, if you don't follow Hal, please do. He's a great guy.
Where do I even go to get up
Um,
there? Okay,
one
this-
of the best content
this road
creators,
will do it. Let's go.
best in the biz,
Let's go, baby.
best in the biz. That's what they say about Hal. Well, that's what I say about Hal. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says about Hal. Best in the biz. I'm good, man. I'm on early watching all of this. Are you gonna be playing DMZ
I'm happy.
day
I'm
one
liking this.
I'm happy.
or the week one? If you are, we should get some games in. I don't know what your schedule is like. If you like it, whenever you do, like, let me know. I wanna. I think this is gonna be big, man.
Except I can't look in the
I think a
direction
lot
the
of
sun.
people are burned out of the BR Warzone experience, and I think when this hits, it's.
Yeah, we gotta
I think this is gonna be good for content, and I think it's gonna be fun. It looks fresh.
This is the, like, the
Obviously not as fresh to us as others, but this is gonna be very fresh to a lot of people. Oh shit, that's a juggernaut right there.
Juggernaut on you?
Oh fuck.
I'm pelting him.
This is cool. This is fucking cool.
Yo, no helmet, no helmet.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, we killed him.
Yeah, we got him, we got him, we got him.
We got him.
How the fuck does Landmark face? How does Landmark just face roll a juggernaut and just chill?
I grab the box, we gotta fucking go. We gotta fucking go, boys. Come on, come on, come on.
See, what's cool is when you grab it, you get swarmed basically. This is DMZ. This is DMZ. So how they're doing the unveil for this is a select group of content creators are like got flown out to Los Angeles to play it. So we're watching Lupo. He's on a team with Myth and Landmark. Shroud is also there. Courage is there. I don't know everybody that's there, but I do know Lupo and Landmark and Myth are on the team. And I don't know who Shroud is teamed up with.
Yeah, it's close.
No!
Uh-oh.
Come on, don't do that right now, dude. Don't do that right now. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh.
Come the fuck on, man.
Did it crash for everyone? Myth is still playing. It just crashed for Lupo.
Fucking dude, it fucking crashed.
Wow.
Bro, I'm in shambles, chat.
That's so shitty.
I'm gonna try and reconnect, I guess. I don't know. Do I still show at the bottom?
You should team up with Shroud. Yeah, I
Do I still show down at the bottom? No, I'm out of it.
damn.
Get
So
the
I don't-
box and get out. Get the box
So I
and
don't
get
know
out.
if there is going to be a reconnect mechanism or not. Here, let me I just realized I don't have him.
No, you're right. Let's go.
Landmark or fucking Lupo's pissed.
Having a good time.
We're good. We're fine.
Actually, we can swap between him and Myth. Where do I have Myth at? That's where Courage is. So you got Shroud. Shroud's already out. So Shroud got knocked out. Courage is still in it, fighting somewhere. They basically only have one lobby going. So if you get knocked out, you're just kind of chilling until the next basically lobby goes up. Exfils are on the map. You use similar buy stations as Warzone, and there are items that you can loot and sell in game. Screwdrivers, things of that nature. You can find them and sell them in game also. So about you, and you do that at the buy station. Contracts in game.
Is this where it is? There's a truck up there. Oh.
Drive. Fuck that. No, wait, no, we can't extract you.
Holy shit.
I'm behind cover. I'm gonna hide. Oh my god.
Oh, they just got
That was not the place to stop.
Oh, they just got rolled.
Dude, nice try. Yeah.
Is that players?
I think they're players. That's player behavior. Yo, pick me up.
Yeah,
That's player behavior. Yo, pick me up. Pick me up. I'll play with you. I swear to God.
Oh, they got down. There's a chopper that just rolled in. Oh my God, is Myth still in it? The chopper that just rolled in.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, that was crazy.
Dude.
See, this is where the AI doesn't have to be that intense. Dude, that was sick. Like, this does get me pumped. But you can see there that, like, the AI is not the best, but it's just so overwhelming, right? So they started to get hit by players. They started to get hit by that. And then the other team that just had that complete armored vehicle with turrets and everything, that MG on the top, just get rolled. They just got rolled. Everybody just got rolled. And then the heavy helicopter just came in, and that's what took down Landmark. So that was a hostile one. This game looks so fun. I think so. I will say, and this is where, here's the thing, for people that really love the Tarkov experience. Here, let me like mute everyone right now. For everyone that likes the Tarkov experience, that like really is just like the Tarkov diehards, this is gonna feel probably unsatisfying. But here's the exciting part: there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, I don't even know, 10 times the amount of people playing Warzone. And the Warzone crowd is so burnt out and over Warzone, and even Warzone content creators are over it or wanting something new. But the problem is, especially like guys like Stone Mountain, like Stone likes Tarkov, but the numbers don't usually equate for him, especially compared to what he does with Call of Duty. There's only so much you can do with Warzone. So I feel like this is going to do very well because this is going to feel so fresh, so unique. They've never played. Again, we're talking about console players, right? Someone on a PlayStation, on an Xbox. They've never played anything like this. So for those of us on PC who have played The Cycle, who have played Marauders, who have played Tarkov, this is, again, going to feel light. This is going to feel light. But this, for those players, this is going to feel next level, right? And that's going to be good because those players are, if they want something more, they'll go into those other games. Like, this is good for the whole space. And but I like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. So far, I haven't seen anything on here that I personally am like, I don't like. I like all the mechanisms. I like that it's super lightweight. It looks super easy just to jump right into it, right? It looks super easy just to be like, boom, done. And that's good for me because if I want to play League or if I want to go play Tarkov because it's wipe or some other game that comes out like Heartland, I can easily just come back to this, right? And so that to me is exciting, that you don't have to have the 8,000 hours that I have in Tarkov, and you don't have to put in months and months each wipe to, yeah. So
it's not Tarkov.
Yeah, but it's not trying to be.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
I think that's why it's good.
It's yeah, it's a lot different. There's a lot more AI than I thought.
Yeah, there is a lot of AI. And again, the AI doesn't have, that's why the AI doesn't have to be so hard. It's a numbers thing.
One of the things that BRs often suffer from is the mid-game downtime, right? So like when you're traveling from point A to point B or whatever, like that after that initial drop, the rotation.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
That just slows a lot of gameplay down, and that's like Fortnite suffered from that a lot, right? This doesn't suffer from that because there is a constant fill of AI scavs to pop and that kind of thing, and there's always more loot to pick up, and then you're like, all right, my bag's full, we gotta go drop stuff off at a buy station so I can sell and get more money so I can buy, like a backpack upgrade. They have a good gameplay loop going. I'm just gonna straight up say it. I think if people are coming into this expecting Tarkov, that you're already wrong from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another point. And that's what I said earlier. Also, people are going to play the whole thing. There's a reason to play the whole thing, which is actually really exciting. Because when you talk to people, or you've heard people like Pestily talk about Tarkov, or when you hear other content creators talk about Tarkov, one of the biggest problems with Tarkov is no one stays into the raid. Here, you have your 30 minutes or however long, and you want to go to you want to play the whole thing. You want to get as much money. You want to get as much done. You want to hammer it out. And there's reason to, because the in-game mechanisms that they have are continual. So the moment you get one thing done, you can go do another thing. You can sell in-game, right? And this is where Lighthouse and this in-game trader, now I'm kind of interested even more so with Tarkov of how they'll do this, because the fact that you can loot and sell real time, it creates a lot of opportunity there for just unique gameplay.
Like a Tarkov raid is like 45 minutes, right? Does this compare to that? Does it compete with that same gameplay loop?
It's weird to me that there's a mini-map, easy healing mechanics, but you're definitely right that it will serve the genre. Yeah, but here's the thing. You just saw Landmark, Lupo, and Myth. Like I said, some of the best players in the world get rolled. Even with those like without those mechanisms, this could be I would say this would be harder than Tarkov. Why? Because there's what, 50 scavs on a map? And here, there's 50 fucking AI in one spot. And that changes because there's helicopters bringing in more troops. There's trucks that get brought in. There's in-game mechanisms that you actually have to have these healing items and the revives, right? You actually need them, right? And I'll tell you, there actually might be, because Call of Duty, right? There could end up being a more hardcore mode that they release with this in time, that all sorts of things that I would say. Here's the upside of it being COD. We have seen COD evolve, and COD does evolve. And what I will say is, for this being day one product, outside of the crashes and the comm stuff that Lupo and team have run into, for a day one product, this looks really exciting. What is this going to look like 6 months from now? What is this going to look like when they do special events? What is this going to look like? Think about the Godzilla event that they did with Warzone. Those kinds of events in this space, super exciting. Super exciting. And again, it takes this niche genre, right? What I think DMZ will actually do is take this niche genre and bring it to the main stage, right? I will tell you this. I think this will be very big. I think this is actually going to do very well. That's sick. See, the way, like, this is a very cool COD thing. a boat got with cargo in it. So now they have to go. So first off, boat didn't exist because they got the contract. They had to get a boat dropped to them, and now they have to go transport the cargo. This is super cool. I'm telling, this is unique stuff that no one in this space is doing. And I'm going to tell you, this is why I think it's going to do very well, because there's always something exciting to do. And when you have this contract, look, there's a gunner on him right now, like lighting them up. And then think about this. If there's any players that are going by, they hear the noise, they see the chopper in the air. It's going to create action. It's going to create PvP in the right way, not in a false way. This is going to be, I'm telling you, the first time someone does this, that's only played Warzone or normal COD, this is going to be the biggest adrenaline shot that you could get. And this is what's cool, is each of these contracts creates unique things, like spawning like that, right? And again, that helicopter in itself wasn't hard, but a full lobby, other AI mechanisms, and PvP that are seeing this go down that could actually cut you off or to create problems. It's gonna be really fun, right? It's gonna be really fun, even for us hardcore gamers. It's gonna be really fun. But I'm gonna say also, there's a big player base that's never experienced this before. They've never seen this before. This is no. This is never. They didn't know you could do this, right? They didn't know things like there was even this was really a genre. And so what I will tell you is, you know who's watching right now? Epic Games is watching.
Oh, is that the match timer?
I don't know
Right?
if that's the match.
I bet you Ubisoft right now is watching, because they've got Heartland coming out, and I bet you they're watching. And like I said, I think this is going to be really exciting. I think this is going to be really exciting. And again, this is like grab and go. The basic loadouts, the way you can get gear, it's really fast to get gear, but it's how you do it, right? I don't mind getting gear fast. I think it's how you do it, which is you have to get a contract. You have to basically go into a stronghold, or you have to go into a police station, or like a POI. You have to go into a POI, fight harder AI where you could get attacked with PvP. That's really cool. That is really cool. But then the other thing is, if you just want to play for a couple hours on a weekend, you're not getting fucking rolled instantly because you have crap gear and the other team has insane gear and you can't even get that gear, right? And that's the problem with the cycle. The biggest problem with this cycle right now is that exact thing. It's exact that. It's the fact that right now when I go into a raid, I'm getting rolled by guys with blues, purples, like insano gear that I can't get access to. I might, with a 0.01 chance because of RNGesus, find a good gun in a stash, but it's not the same. This, you're getting well-built M4s from POIs.
Holy fuck.
Dude, it's like you open a door or you enter like an instance of sight and they will fuck you, bro. Silly.
See? And this is cool, right? Normal AI doesn't have to be OP, right? The equivalent is, here's the equivalent too. All right, here's the equivalent, right? It's like facing Gluhar. It's like facing Reshala. It's facing a boss. Those AI are actually, because we've figured those out, probably easier than what they're experiencing right now. But the moment you go into POI, the AI is tougher. They have better gear. They're using it. And
So
yeah,
Those guys go crazy.
I'm loving everything I'm seeing. I'm loving everything I'm seeing.
AI is no joke, dude. Holy shit.
I'm loving everything I'm seeing. This just looks so cool.
There's no score screen at the end, which is funny to me.
This is so cool. By the way, they haven't made it out of a single raid. They haven't made it out of a single raid.
Oh.
So now this is where you can change. I think you can change your initial loadout here.
Okay, so the insured slots at the top. I get it now, dude. Oh my god, that makes so much more sense now. That makes so much more sense. So this is, the insured slots at the top give you the ability to bring in your
loadout.
actual loadout stuff.
And again, people attack the customizability compared to, like, that's our initial thoughts, or like, well, you won't be able to customize as much from Tarkov. There's not much of a difference anymore. Like, think about all the things that you actually change in Tarkov. This is all the stuff that you would change. Now the thing is,
Gotcha.
I think you have to have this stuff unlocked. And I think this is where cross progression happens. What are the ammo mechanisms? That is the difference. That is the main difference. It's going to be standard what COD is usually like.
All right,
where, yeah, that's the one difference. There's going to be less. There's not going to be the full ammo mechanism. It's just the loadouts. But the gun customization at this point with COD is actually pretty vast. It's actually pretty vast.
There we go. You're back. Are you in the party or no? Rejoin. I'm not sure what.
There we go. Mitt's not in here.
Yeah. Hold on. There you go. I sent it. Gotcha. Okay.
Are we good?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm setting my loadout.
Okay. Let me know when you're just ready up and ready.
Let's be a little more careful with these.
Yeah. Just a little.
Because they beam you. Yeah, all I had was an SMG as well. That's a no-go against those dudes. I don't know if there's going to be another lobby after this. The dude told me to hit pause till Warzone, but we could try.
I mean, I'm still going to send it if people jump in and it works, then it works, you
know. I know, I'm sure it's just, it's,
okay.
Oh, I think they got cut off.
Okay. All right, did you hear that?
They're heading to Warzone. Okay. All right, I'll give a final thoughts here. I know I've been talking while they've played, but, and I pretty much have said this, but final thoughts. DMZ looks really exciting. DMZ looks really, really exciting. And this is going to bring a lot of people to play a game type and style that they've never played before. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very enthused about this. And that's good, because then I think it's going to open more doors. It's going to bring more people to the genre. Like I said, I think Epic Games is probably thinking what they're going to do. You already have Heartland coming. So Ubisoft and The Division, they're already coming in with a game in this genre. And I think the more this genre gets fleshed out, here's the other cool thing. There will be more idea sharing. People are going to take concepts and whatnot and build upon them. So we started obviously with a very hardcore niche Tarkov. You've now had the cycle. You've got Marauders, DMZ, and I mean Battlefield did try, but they fell too short, right? They fell too short with their game mode. DMZ doesn't, from everything that was just played, I don't think they actually fall short. I think they built a raid-based PvPvE shooter that's best for the COD community, which is perfect because the COD community is vast. It's massive. You have people on all platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Every one of them have a very dedicated player base that is going to play this. This is free to play. I will tell you, I could drastically see Warzone numbers dropping because this is something new and fresh. Obviously, some people like battle royales, but I think there's probably a general fatigue to battle royales because the only really big games a lot of people have been playing are Fortnite and Warzone and Apex. I think this raid-based style with in-game mechanisms like we saw when they go into a POI that's locked or they needed to have a contract to get into it, the AI is heavy. There's alarms, there's noise going off. The PvP, the unique engagements that are going to come from this, the exfils, how you have to call in a helicopter. As we've seen in the cycle, it creates action, it creates movement, it changes how the map flows, right? And so I think this is going to be very exciting. I think there's going to be a lot of people that play it, and I think there's going to be a lot of people that there's been a general appetite, especially from the Call of Duty, the COD crowd, for something different, for something new, right? Instead of getting rolled by cheaters or just getting rolled through on Warzone over and over and over and over and over again, this is something unique, right? You can play this almost stealth if you want to. Like, you can play it however you and your buddies want to play it. It's a trio. And like I saw with the boat, you get a contract. You have to deliver cargo. A boat is airlifted, right? You get a boat that's just dropped on you from a helicopter. You get in. The moment you start moving the boat, then an attack helicopter is shooting at you, which you have to shoot down, and then you get to the extract point, and like I said, they were fine. But imagine a full lobby, and if you're at the right place at the right time, and you hear and see all of that action going on, the PvP that's going to get pushed and going to get created because of this is going to be really exciting. We've seen supply drops happen, so we know supply drops can happen. There's random triggers in the map, like trucks are just going to roll through. Other helicopters are just going to start dropping troops. It's pretty exciting. There's UAVs within the map in the area you're in. There is a lot of tools, and there's a lot of I would say all the best parts of Call of Duty and Warzone that they've really put together are now conjoining into this raid-based PvPvE experience. There's keys that you can find real time. There are tasks or contracts that you have to do where you actually have to extract with the item. Very, that's at home to the cycle and to Tarkov. So, and as we've seen, you can get absolutely rolled and just swarmed, whether it's from AI players or both. The last match we just saw with Lupo, they went to go to extract. They got hit hard by AI, and what they couldn't tell was AR players until after an armed vehicle kept circling. They knew it was players. The players got out. As they were trying to negotiate to get revived from the players, an attack helicopter came, another AI came, and actually killed both, or at least two of the three of the trio that was there, and killed the remaining of Lupo's squad. This is going to feel very McDonald's, easy, surface level, but when you really get real time and you get the diehard gamers in and you layer in all of the factors, this is going to feel very intense. And I think it way more intense than anything that Warzone has brought, right? Warzone's just always PvP, head on head, head on head, head on head. You rotate, it's a lull, you're looting, you rotate, there's a lull, you see some people revive, you maybe go push it, or you get to a POI, or the vault got added or whatever, but it's very linear. This is not linear. This is going to be action on all sides, on all fronts, all the time, because something is going to be going on at every little place that there's any players, right? And we don't know how many players are going to be on a map. I didn't see fully how big the map was, but if it's anything like Warzone, if it's even 20 players or 30 players or whatever it is, there's a lot of action that's going to be happening all the time. And that is different than any other game in this space. No game in this space has that much action going on all the time. And I think that's what's going to be cool about this. And I think probably what we have something to look for. Like, this is something that is also when Heartland comes out. Division's always had action all the time, everywhere, right? When you think of what it was like to be in the dark zone and stuff. So I will say, I think that already is going to happen with Heartland, but I feel like with this and the way the contracts worked and the way vehicles and just everything, there's just going to be a lot going on all the time. And it's going to be really fun for anyone that's never played this style of game before, or style mode, whatever. And even for us who love Tarkov and love the cycle and love Marauders and love that kind of, it still brings a lot to the table, right? I think, as we saw, unless you're playing very tactically, unless you're playing very well, you just saw 3 of the best gamers in the world just get absolutely rolled. And on that same lobby, I mean, unless something like a crash happened or something, when I looked at, Courage was still in there around the same time when they were, but Shroud was already out, right? So these are some of the best gamers in the world that are getting dropped by other players, obviously other people at the top, but a lot of AI. A lot of the AI is killing them. This is going to be tough. This is going to be, you're going to have to play strategically. You're going to have to use space. You're going to have to look at the map. You're going to have to really play the map. Again, you might have heavy action going on at 2 extracts by you. So you're going to have to move around, which makes noise, which again, the other thing is, because there's so much to do in game, i.e. buying and selling in game, people are going to play it out too. So, if you have a contract where you have to kill, I don't know, maybe a certain amount of players, because we don't know how all the contracts will work, it will be very easy. It's not going to feel as difficult as something like Tarkov or the Cycle is, where you're running around. Cycle is actually probably not too hard, but Tarkov, it can be very difficult chasing down, trying to get players. I don't think you're going to have that issue at all. And I think in Tarkov, it's probably more rare. I mean, outside of like early wipe, to see someone not make the exfil. I think you're going to have a lot of people miss exfil in this because of what just happened. They wait, like the first game that they played, that Lupo and them played, it was at 7 minutes is when they realized they needed to get out. They were pretty close, but they hit a POI. They ran into trouble. And they died. It's just pretty. It's because the AI swarms you. When you hit a POI and you do an event, then you get swarmed by more. It spawns more AIs, right? Those spawn triggers. That is the one thing I will say that no other game in this space has been able to do, because they don't have the tools and the resources and everything that Warzone and Call of Duty and Activision have. And so that's what they've done beautifully, right? And it just kind of, I will tell you this, I think COD definitely looked at what Battlefield was trying to do, and they did what Battlefield was trying to do. And they did it in all the right ways. And the other cool thing is, the other thing I think why this will be so successful with the Warzone crowd, aside from Warzone fatigue, it's all similar mechanisms that they're used to. So it's not relearning, it's not changing, flipping everything over all on its head. What it's doing is it's taking that universe, we'll say, and expounding on it. They're building upon it, right? But I do think this is going to be really big. And I think a lot of people that like Warzone or like Call of Duty, this is going to be, this will be, like I said, that major hit of adrenaline and dopamine that they haven't gotten in a very long time. So yeah, those are, I guess, general final thoughts. I'm actually really pumped. We'll be doing a 24-hour stream. I'll try to do some community stuff too if anyone wants to jump in at different points, because I can't imagine I'll have someone to play with the whole time. And a game like this, I'd much rather play with people I know for trios. So if anyone's going to be on, and I'm not playing with people, or we can get a queue system if I'm not playing with other content creators, I'd love to do it. But those are, yeah, last thoughts.